iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app. It's time for our podcast, friend. Well, what about that Western Australian councillor? He goes over to South Australia and
Can't sleep.
he's there for a bit of business.
And he can't sleep. So what do you do when you can't sleep? You leave your hotel late at night and go to a strip club.
Sometimes, don't you just boil up some milk and drink that? But no, he went to a strip club
I don't know
by
what strip act
accident.
that is. Hey, can you boil that?
He got caught out because he put his expense account into the boss.
Yeah. And they said, look where you've bought this beer, you fool.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's Thursday, so Double A Chattery, the podcast I do with my friend Anita McGregor drops. We're talking, and Anita's a very sensible woman. She's a forensic psychologist. She has worked in some very heavy male-dominated industries. She used to work in a maximum security men's prison when she was in her 20s. So we're discussing the role of feminism and how it's changed and what young women think about feminism.
Interesting. Also, no, I'm fascinated.
I know you are.
Interesting. Also coming up, the darts have decided what we're going to be taking to the Fruited Plains next year. I don't know if this is a full-on winner, but
It's an
wasn't
idea
bad.
that we're road testing. It was okay, and that's the main thing. We gave it a go.
It's certainly better than Mules Monday.
And the pub test is talking about landlines. People are bringing them back. What do you think? Does it pass the pub test?
Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. How are you today?
Hi,
I
I'm
love
well.
that shirt.
Thank you. It's a white.
Very nice.
It's a white lace shirt.
Lace, yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
It's a little bit see-through, which is good. No, it's good. It's good to have a bit of flesh in the stew.
You know, it's funny that we've been talking about our book celebrating 20 years of Jonesy and Amanda, Pump Up the Jam, available at booktopia.com.au. And you made some reference to there being nudity in it, and then we laughed and realised the only nudity in the book is medical nudity. It's a shot of one of my legs after my hip replacement.
Yep.
And a shot of you with your shirt off when you're in hospital after you've had a bike accident.
Medical nudity, the least sexy nudity of all.
That's right.
Speaking of nudity, you've been following the story about this Perth counsellor.
Perv counsellor.
Nige Jones. He's from Perth, from Joondalup in Perth, and he's over in Adelaide. Anyway, problem for Nige, he couldn't sleep. And what I do sometimes when I can't sleep, I go, I might get up and have a beer.
Yeah. At home?
No, I'm out in Adelaide.
Right.
And so
you're in a hotel and you think, I can't sleep. I'd better go and have a beer outside my hotel.
Mr. Jones went out in search for an alcoholic beverage.
Right.
That might help him doze off.
Yeah.
He walked into the first bar he saw.
What was it, Brendan?
And he's gone into the Crazy Horse Review. I've been to the Crazy Horse Review.
Because you couldn't sleep either.
Well, you know what? It said in a pamphlet it was the home of Miss Nude Australia. And I thought, well, I got a lot of motorbike jackets, a lot of stuff that I could store. If she's nude, she's going to have heaps of cupboard space. So maybe Mr. Jones had the same idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's gone into
the strip. Is it a strip club?
Yeah. Is it a strip?
I don't know. You didn't say so. Home of Miss Nude. I don't know if they strip or they're already nude.
Are you like, what, do you just come down the last shower?
I don't frequent strip clubs, so I don't know.
You perform there, but you don't frequent them.
I'm able to sleep, so I'm not in this category.
You did a show once where you pretended to be a stripper.
I did. It was called, I can't remember what it was called, and it was on the ABC, and I tried out a whole lot of different jobs, and one of them was being a stripper.
Yeah.
Obvious. And I had to film in a strip club, just from me from the neck up, and as if these tassels were hitting me in the face. And I couldn't stop pulling faces because I had to twirl around a pole and things. But I was just wearing a boob tube and normal clothes, that. And the number of people that said, I saw that. I didn't know you could dance. I mean, are you joking?
Because they had an actual stripper.
Then they intercut this with a stripper.
An actual stripper.
You know that's not me.
Because my wife, Helen, said at the time, she said, Amanda's got a good body, hasn't she?
How would people possibly think that was me?
So Mr. Jones has gone into the thing. He's been in there for 2 minutes. A girl walked out skimpily dressed.
Oh, hang on. And Sonny's asleep.
And he's gone, hang on a minute. So he's done the right thing. He's sculled his beer and left.
How come we know this story? What's happened?
Because he's gone and put an expense form in when he's got back to Western Australia.
For one beer?
For one beer.
Come on.
And someone, Mr. Bean Counter's gone, well, hang on a minute, this is the Crazy Horse Review.
And next minute, everyone in Australia is reading this story.
Yeah. You should go there and have a look.
Should I?
I went there one time with Gretel Colleen, of all people.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know how we ended up there. I think it was because of the Miss Nude Australia, but we did watch a girl do a dance over a bubbler.
Wow.
It's extraordinary.
Did you file it under your expenses?
No, it was all legit. It was all, you know.
You paid your own way.
I'm not a paragon of virtue, but it was many years ago. 2000, thereabouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not a paragon of virtue?
I'm not a paragon of virtue. Look at me.
But no, the only reason he got in trouble was because he filed it under expenses. No one would care that he went there as a civilian or as a politician. No one would care. It's because he tried to put it in his expenses.
Yeah.
He's not in trouble morally. It's just his trouble because he's an idiot.
Well, yeah, be putting your expenses into a G-string.
Yeah, that's right. I thought she was my tax accountant.
We have an action-packed show today. It's Thursday. That means we get to I balloon up, you throw darts at me, and which ideas will we be going through that were selected yesterday?
Yes, we're going to test run one of your ideas for the tribal drum.
Yep. Also, Instagram makes its return and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Here's question 1. Ziggy Stardust was the alter ego of which singer?
Jam Nation. No rain.
No rain today.
Don't let Dragon fool you with their sound effects. Oh, morning dust. What about the winds yesterday? How'd you go with the winds?
Oh, what about that? They came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And my wife, last time she left the blinds down, we got these outdoor blinds, and the wind got one of the blinds.
Did it break?
Yeah, broke the blind. And then it smashed the tiles on the roof. And then we just had the insurance assessor come out. And then the blind people came out. What is it with blind people?
Don't take that out of context.
This is the second time now they've come out and they've mismeasured the blind.
No.
I said, you guys,
This is their business.
do you have a tape measure? Like it's tape measure. And the guy's looking at me like I'm being a smartass. I said, no, seriously, mate, you've drilled about 5 holes in my tiles. Do you have a tape measure? I've got 5 in my garage. And he's going, well, what's the matter with people?
Yeah. Did he do a poo in your letterbox?
Oh, well, he'd miss. He'd do it next door. I wouldn't be worried about it.
But you should measure it. Wow. Impressive.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
I run out of words. Let's get straight to it.
Felix is in Ashfield.
Hello, Felix.
Good morning, beautiful people. How are you?
We're
Good.
very well.
Everything okay in Ashfield, wind-wise?
We had a bit of a hefty storm yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
massive.
came down hard.
Yeah, it really did. I saw on the news last night. I thought, what city's that? I thought,
There's still a bunch of houses without power.
That's right. And all these suburbs just horrendous. Ziggy Stardust was the alter ego of which singer?
That would be David Bowie.
Yes, indeed.
Sheldon, Leonard, Howard, Raj and Penny are all characters from which sitcom, Felix?
My son loves that show. It's the, I don't watch it, but
Sorry, Felix.
Gonz is in Wollongong.
Hi, Gonz.
How are you guys?
Very well. So, which sitcom is Sheldon, Leonard, Howard, Raj and Penny in?
The Big Bang Theory.
I've never watched a single episode.
You say that. I
People like it. I'm sure it's great. I've never seen a single episode of it.
Let's play Cover Me.
Cover me. Cover me. Cover me. I got you covered, boss.
Gonz, this is a cover of which song?
How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone?
Oh, I like
Took
it.
me for everything that I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out the doorway, the bullets rip to the side.
Whoa, what do you think, Gonz?
Look out!
It's a very familiar song.
I loved it.
Yeah?
I love the beat, but I can't get it.
No, it's a song that you will absolutely know. It's really hard to pick, isn't it?
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Possibly the hardest one we've ever done
Yeah.
in Cover Me.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Jen Y. Rai is back in the house during the 5 days you've had off this week.
Yeah.
Ryan, what have you been up to?
Oh, just things.
I know one thing you haven't been doing.
What?
Getting a haircut.
Oh, not you as well.
Have other people mentioned it? It
everyone's
looks
saying
a little
something
out of
like-
control.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. And you've got a beard? Is that a beard? Would you call it a beard? What would you say about that?
It's like a Quaker kind of throat beard.
What's a Quaker throat beard?
Well, do you think you know what I'm saying, Brendan?
the
It's like he's in
Quakers.
a period play.
Are you in a period? Are you doing this? Is this for one of your
is this for a
skits?
role?
One of
No.
your skits?
No, this is
So
no,
who
this
else
is-
has said things about your hair?
Well, actually, I saw my mum last night for dinner, and she said, she goes, "Oh, you look like Krusty the Clown."
All right.
Well, thanks, Mum. Nice to see you too.
I'm just saying because you work. I know it's hard for you working Thursday to Friday, but could you brush your hair? I don't want to sound like one of those old guys that bust your balls about stuff, but
You're sounding like an old guy who's
I
busting his
do.
balls.
Mate, you do whatever you want to do.
I'm growing it out.
Are you?
Yeah.
Remember when you did that, Brendan? See, I had to put up with you looking like your hair went like electrical wiring for about 6 months.
Okay.
You had a midlife crisis before my very eyes.
Ryan, I always love seeing you. I'm glad that you're here. And we are into the magnificent.
Haven't we finished that yet?
No, we're going to wrap it
Oh,
up.
God.
What, have you switched off? We've got Cover Me. And
Cover me. Cover me. Cover me. I got you covered, boss.
Nathan's in Batho Bay.
Hi, Nathan. Have a listen to this.
How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the side.
That is the hardest one ever.
Look out!
Nathan.
That's Another One Bites the Dust
Yes,
by
it
Queen.
is. I've never heard the words before. Question 4. This is multiple choice. What colour is the upmost section of a rainbow? Is it red, yellow or blue? You might have to sing the song in your head.
Has to be red.
It's red.
Yep. Which 3 flavours are used in Neapolitan ice cream?
Oof.
Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Yeah.
Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla.
I was always a fan of the vanilla.
So you'd skip the middle one out.
Yeah, I didn't like the chocolate. It was fake chocolate. It didn't really taste like chocolate.
You didn't go across?
No. Would you go across?
You go across from time to time.
And you too, Ryan?
Yeah, that's what
You go across.
And you, Nathan?
I always went vanilla.
Right.
Yeah. So you'd go across. I thought the rules were you either had to do a scoop of each or just one. I didn't know you could go across.
There is a problem with you contaminate the other flavours.
Yes. It'd
With
all
your spoon.
smunch into one. I'm upset by this. All right, question number 6.
You don't need to clutch your pearls.
Madison Square Garden is a famous arena in which city?
New York?
Your brain's trust is getting
Nathan,
all
you
of
getting
these
help?
right. You're allowed
And
to.
not for your mental state. I'm just saying, are you getting help? For
You're
this?
allowed to. There's
And
no
that's
shame
okay.
in
We
it.
have no judgment. Who won the US Dancing with the Stars yesterday, Nathan?
Robert Owen.
There was Robert
Yeah.
Owen. What about Robbie
We're
Owen?
going to talk further about that.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
What did he have to say?
Robert and Whitney.
Robert, what does this moment mean to you right now?
My sister said it best. Thank you for changing my life.
Congratulations!
Big deal. He was a
Is
great
that what you
dancer.
said when you won too?
When I won
Brendan?
Dancing with the Stars, I remember saying, my sister changed my life.
Yeah.
And I wish my dad was here to see it. My dad was there.
That was the shame of
Yeah,
it.
that was a shame. Dad said, I've got cancer and now this. I've got to watch this. Congratulations to you, Nathan. You've won the Jam Pack. A $200 Fun Lab voucher. Search Strike Holy Moly.
Wow.
Hijinks Hotel, I'm going to pay for that. Or Archie Brothers to book an end-of-year
Yes.
function that's actually fun. My dad appreciated my sense of humour.
I know he did.
$150 to spend at Chart Time with the launch of the iconic OG Premium Pearl Milk Tea. Bolder, richer and more delicious. And Jonesy and Amanda, character choice for the colour.
Gen Y Rye sounds like
He
Robert
does.
Owen.
He
Do-
does.
Give us an
sounds-
impression.
Yeah, go on, do a thing.
Go on, do it.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Is that all? More, please.
Okay.
And Corp?
Crikey.
It's very good.
That's a big one.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thanks, Amanda.
That is very good. Thank you, Nathan.
Robert Irwin has neater hair.
Yeah, he does. Actually, would it kill you to have your hair like...
Leave me alone.
Coming up.
Thank you, Nathan.
Carry on about your business, mate.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're doing it live. Jonesy, Amanda.
Look, it's not going to be a walk in the park. You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Thumbing through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. On this day in 1988, In Excess released Never Tear Us Apart. This was, of course, from their album Kick. You
What
remember
an
the
album. What an album.
That's funny. The Dopes that ran Atlantic Records said to the band, we'll give you $1 million to re-record the album because there's no hits on it. No hits like this or this. Yeah, that's not a hit. What a piece
Never heard it.
What about this one?
I need you tonight.
All from the same album.
All from the same album. And
All from that one album.
now exciting news. Some 40 years later, this song has been used in the latest Toy Story franchise.
Yeah.
What do executives know?
Jam Nation.
Gold 101.7. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. No hits there. In Excess, Never Tear Us Apart. It must be hard being a record executive.
Well, everyone
Like,
looks
to
at your
sit there.
work retrospectively. Everyone boasts about, I was the
but
guy who
at
saw the
time,
Beatles.
I like to think that I've got a good ear with music. There's certain songs that you hear and you go, oh, that's a great song. That's
The minute you heard Agadoo, you said, that's got hit all over it.
That's got hit all over it. Hello, it's Jonesy and Amanda. It's
Actually, you would have said, does it have to be a pineapple?
Can we push something else, boys? It's 17-7.
Double A Chattery drops today.
Oh, it's Thursday.
It's
That's
Thursday.
right. It's Pi Day. Double A Chattery, the podcast that you do with your forensic psychologist friend Anita McGregor, drops today.
Absolutely. And the thing we're talking about today is there's a news. You may have heard the New York Times has recently got itself in a kerfuffle because it had a headline based on a podcast that it did between a number of female conservative commentators called Is Feminism Ruining the Workplace, Ruining the Workforce? And then they walked back on that because there was such a big backlash. What they are trying to say, and what one of the women, the conservative women, this is for the New York Times, has said, is that the female attributes, which have been called woke, which is collusion and discussion and kindness and empathy and not being aggressive, those traditional female traits, are they ruining the workforce? And she is saying, yes, it's changing the workforce. And stats show it's changing it for the better. Statistics in Australia actually show that more women in the workforce, you get a higher financial result. So those stats are there. But it led to Anita and I having a bigger discussion on the nature, I guess, of feminism and where it sits with modern women and the rise of Andrew Tate and those kind of male commentators. I remember when my boys started at a private boys' school and they'd come home and they'd talk about feminazis and things. I didn't know what they were saying, but I said, excuse me, you are growing up in a feminist household. The reason I can go to work, the reason your father can be freelance and do the work he wants to do, the reason that your school fees can be paid by a woman who's working is because of feminism. And they've never said that stuff since. And their friends now are women who are smart, funny, interesting, off to change the world. They know that that's what women are. But a lot of women themselves are walking back on how they feel about feminism without realising what feminism has done for them. Anita, as you can imagine, has some really interesting things to say about this. She worked in a maximum security prison when she was 25 in Canada. She has a lot of views of changing workplaces throughout the years and the role of feminism. Have a listen to this. This is a podcast that is hosted by two American women who are saying that that they don't want feminism anymore. They'd like to walk back on feminism and dismantle it. And then there's an Australian girl, I've got her name here and I've lost it, but her name is Mia Finlay. She actually puts them in their place. Have a listen to how this plays out on her socials.
We want to dismantle the whole feminist movement. Yes, we do. We are anti-feminist. We've been anti-feminist the whole time.
You go first. You go first. You hand in your microphone and your platforms and you show us what dismantling feminism really means. Because in order for you to have access to that microphone, to that platform, and to benefit or profit from your message and amplifying your message in any way, marketing your message in any way, you're going to need feminism. So the first step to dismantling feminism is to stand behind your own values and your own belief system and to cut yourself off from any ability to have any kind of autonomy, and that includes financial autonomy. And I'm going to need you to go first, because it just seems incredibly ironic that the women who are championing and proliferating the ideals of tradwifery and these conservative values are the first ones to profit from it, which you can only do if you are standing on the shoulders of feminists. So you go first.
Oh, bravo. Anyway, Anita and I discuss all of this at length, and please join us, AAChattery.com, wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation. But let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda answer the pub test. I thought the landline phone was dead, but it's not.
Ahoy, hello.
It's come back.
Well, it hasn't completely come back, but some people are pushing for it to come back, and not just parents of kids. Some Gen Zers are saying, you know what, it's romantic, I like it in Sex and the City, and I want to feel the landline again. Mm-hmm. Not to be so connected, but to be more intentional in how you use your phone. But there are some families who are choosing to do this for their kids. And one of the mums is saying, I love it when the phone rings, all the kids run to be thrilled to answer it.
Yeah.
It's a telemarketer. That's the thing. Once you have one phone, you got to answer it because it's just ringing.
We just forget recent history. But there was a side table in the corridor.
The
with
phone
a phone on
table.
it. Yeah, and that would ring. Oh, Amanda, it's for you. Who is it?
And if you wanted a private conversation.
Mr. Hunky Pants wants to talk to you, Amanda.
Hi, Mrs. Smith. Can I talk to Jared? You had to go through the whole thing. You had to learn manners to talk to someone's parents.
Yep.
You had it all.
But it's like my mate Oz Mother. We used to call him Oz Beeper. And we'd ring up Mrs. Oz Mother. And we'd go, hey, Mrs. Oz Beeper. And
you'd swear at her.
Yeah, by accident. And then we had to soften his name a bit. So that's why he became Oz Mother.
What a charming story. In Australia, the most recent data shows about a third of the population has a landline. A decade ago, it was 2/3. I'm surprised a third still has a landline.
Well, we got a landline phone. It's in the garage. It's a cordless one.
Do you use it?
No, I don't even know the number. I will say this, though. I checked it the other day, and there's a bunch of messages on it that have been left, and they're from Helen's dad, from Ron, who passed away a few years ago.
See, that's lovely.
And it's just nice.
You can hear his voice.
I hear his voice. Hey, Pat, how are you? That's not. He says that to Helen, not me.
Yeah.
I was very close with him, but hey, Pat, how are you? And I can't get rid of that.
No, of course not. But do you want one in your home so your kids disconnect from being online? How do you feel about this?
In the 6-7 world we live, maybe it's a good thing.
The landline, does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
Brendan and Amanda, and you're on the same show.
How about that?
Let's start wearing lipstick.
This is fantastic.
It's a big deal when you win Dancing with the Stars.
Well, you'd know, Brendan, because you didn't.
You know, I don't think.
But you were there when someone else did.
Well, you didn't win either.
No, but I don't pretend I did.
I never said. I said it's a big deal. You don't have to be mean about it.
I'm not being mean. Robert Irwin has won the US Dancing with the Stars. Here was the moment.
Robert and Whitney!
Robert, what does this moment mean to you right now?
My sister said it best. Thank you for changing my life.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
It's a massive deal. A whopping 72 million votes came in for him.
Wow.
Or there were that many votes during the final finale. It wasn't necessarily those votes all for him.
That's 3 times the population of our country.
Extraordinary. This is more than double the previous record. That was the interest in this finale.
But Rob's a great guy.
And this is what people are saying is so wonderful about this. There was an article in the paper this morning where they're quoting an American executive who was saying that it's an extremely positive news story, Robert's journey on Dancing with the Stars, because he's such an authentic young man and everyone knows the Irwin legacy. But this is what the story has said, in an otherwise overwhelmingly negative news cycle, audiences desperately twist the dial looking for alternatives to the US shutdown, to the stalled Gaza ceasefire, to Trump's on-again, off-again tariffs, gloomy forecasts. The Irwin franchise sells wonder, not warfare. Positivity travels across party lines, across geographical lines. You can't fake joy. And he brought so much joy to the dance floor and to people's lives.
And he's like that. We've spoken to him many times.
He's a lovely fellow.
We established on the show today, someone rang up and said the Gem Y Rice sounds like Robert Irwin.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
So is that Jem Rye or Robert Irwin? I can't tell.
That's all you ever say, though. Have you got anything else?
Yeah.
Crikey.
Okay.
Whoa, what a dance.
Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm just a dancing monkey to you people.
No, not to
No,
you
just a
people.
monkey.
What about your rib, mate? How's your rib?
Oh, my ribs. Oh, they really hurt, Jonesy.
That's uncanny.
Good, isn't it?
Thank you.
Well, we don't need to get Rob. Girls, don't worry about getting Robert Irwin on. We've got our own here. Congratulations, mate. Not you, Ryan.
Oh.
The real Robert Irwin.
Real Robert Irwin.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms to the pub test today. The phone landline, does it pass the pub test?
It's kind of making a bit of a comeback. Most of us don't have landlines anymore, but some families are reinstalling them, and they're seeing the joy that kids have running to answer the phone to a telemarketer late at night. But is this one way of getting your kids off their phones? Is it bringing back a communal nature and a more intentional way to use the phone? If you want to speak to Grandma, let's have a proper conversation. How do you feel? The landline, does it pass the pub test?
Well, I'm only 24, so I've never had a landline, but I think it's something that my grandparents had. No, I don't think they passed the pub test. I'm so tight, there's no way in the world I am going to pay for a phone line as well as a mobile. Why would you need a landline when you've always got your mobile either on charge or in your pocket all day, every day? It's just ridiculous.
Look, I like them. I think having one's pretty cool, but I do have couple of questions. Will our landline be able to eavesdrop on us? But it might be a matter of we need them back. How else are we going to escape the Matrix?
Indeed.
Too many
and
questions.
You couldn't eavesdrop unless someone left their phone off the hook. Did you ever have that? Someone would ring and they'd leave their phone off the hook by accident, wouldn't go into the cradle properly, and you could hear everything that was going on in their house.
Oh, I see.
Did you ever have that?
Well, talking about eavesdropping.
Or you could pick up the extension.
Well, eavesdropping, you have a very loud conversation in front of your whole household. That's what your eavesdropping was. You don't need, you can say, oh, they think you're buying a pair of shoes. We can do it manually now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
Coming up, in 2026, we move from this breakfast space to the fruited plains of drive time radio. Green grass, clear sky.
Cheese plates?
If you want cheese,
I think it's
you got
afternoon.
it.
We need a cheese plate.
It's all there
We're
for you.
going to take your idea. Well, we took your ideas yesterday on what you'd like to hear. We will decide which one by way of dart.
That's coming up.
We'll be talking about.
But also to celebrate our book launch, Pump Up the Jam, people are getting misty-eyed about the recollections of the Jonesy and Amanda Breakfast Radio Show. And one of those is coming up next on Gold.
Jam Nation.
In 2026, we go to the fruited plains of drive time radio for Jam Nation, nationally, round the country.
And we're launching our book, which is Pump Up the Jam, a book of celebrating our 20 years so far. Who knows how many more years there'll be, but 20 years on the Breakfast Show, which we think is a pretty big deal. If you'd like to join us at this book launch, it's going to be Furnace and the Fundamentals performing, our favourite band in the universe. We're going to be at the rooftop bar of Jackson on George. It's going to be a great, great night.
What a hoot. And people have recollections. What have we got today?
Well, let's have a look. This is one, I don't know if I remember this. I can't even find it here.
Great.
Have you
sound
got
like
it?
the ABC.
I know,
No, I
have you got
don't. I've been working on other things.
Okay, well, this
You've
is
been
the
chatting
time.
to Jacinda about unrelated stuff.
Okay, well, there was one here about the time I dyed your hair with Nutella. I don't even remember that, do you?
No, I don't remember it. I don't remember
But we've
it.
asked our team to find it.
Yeah.
And yes, apparently I did. In 2018, I dyed your hair with Nutella.
I'm going to dye your hair with Nutella.
Oh, no.
A hairdresser in Dubai has been experimenting with Nutella and condensed milk, and it gives you a beautiful brunette shine. So I've mixed it together here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the foils. I'm going to be a hairdresser. Got any plans for your holidays? Oh, who did your hair last time? That's dreadful. I'm going to have to go on me break. A little bit around the back because I want to even it up here. A little bit here. Does it feel nice?
I've got a big TV show coming up this week. So
Have you?
Yeah. So it's probably
You've also got
it'll be the defining
It'll be, of course. And we'll just cover up this bald patch here. I won't put it on that because I just need to find some hair for the dyeing. Okay. And I'll do one more. And this would be like Shane Warne's highlights, but brunette.
Right. Well, is this permanent?
It's a dye.
Yeah, but is it?
What's in the word dye that you haven't understood?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to put this one in. There. So just some highlights around the top. You smell like a golden ruff.
Yeah, I know.
You look a bit like that golden rough head.
Okay, lean back. It's time to rinse it out. Let's see what we're talking. Get your head out. You turned the tap on.
Okay, can you make the water a bit warmer? It's freezing.
Is that hot or cold?
It's cold.
But I'll put some shampoo on. Put your pants in, okay?
Can't you make it a bit warmer? It's in my eyes.
Well, haven't you ever had your hair shampooed before?
Yeah, but not front ways.
Haven't you ever had it front ways?
That's got to relaxing.
Blow. Put that through your hair for a bit of extra gel. It looks incredible.
That's extraordinary.
That was from Julia Ruffio. Isn't it amazing? I have no recollection of that. Isn't that weird? It's like, this is like going into a time machine with the two of us.
It is.
And you've come out half fly.
I don't remember how it went. I didn't get the TV gig. So.
No, and it didn't make your hair any darker.
Thanks to Booktopia, Australia's home of books and gifts this Christmas. We've got some more coming up. If you'd like to check out us on our socials, you can put in your own recollections of our show.
We'd love to see you there. We're going to be suing Julia Ruffio on the night.
Coming up, we've got Helen Teremis' news, then the darts. We've been getting your ideas to take to the show for next year. So we'll have to balloon up, and then what idea will be going to the Fruited Plains? Find out after 7:30 on Gold.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation
Podcast.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Am I going to see Jonesy?
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
I'm not drunk. I've had a couple of drinks.
I'm looking forward to switching my Christmas lights on. What I've noticed more and more, people have got Christmas lights everywhere because they're more robust these days. And you can leave them up forever. My Christmas lights have been up for 7 years now. And all I do is switch them on.
Well, don't they just hang there looking weird when they're not on?
No, you don't even notice it. You don't even notice it. Although a mate did say to me the other day, he goes, wow, you got your Christmas lights up already. Good on you. And I went,
it is August.
Good on you.
Well, these are the markers of Christmas. We're starting to get excited about this stuff. And look what has been brought in. This is the stuff you can get in the shops now. We've got some fruit mince pies. We've got Christmas
I don't know. Do people eat fruit mince pies? They look good.
Well, if people didn't eat them, they wouldn't make them. No one's going to make something that doesn't get eaten. Do you eat candy canes?
No.
Does anyone? Ryan, do you eat a candy cane?
Yeah, I'll eat them.
Do you eat them?
Do you?
Yeah.
But he's on a
You may as well eat a mothball.
But he lives in a share house. He'll eat tile cement.
Anyway, thank you to Woolworths who brought in Christmas early to the studio this morning. This is their thing, feeding the crew with the latest from their Christmas desserts range, available now while stocks last.
Have you got a bonbon? Let's crack one.
Let's crack one open.
Okay.
Let's not fight, Brendan. Let's crack one open.
Oh, you're one of those weirdos that puts your finger inside.
Yeah, or else you never win.
No, because you've got to grab it like a...
Okay, go.
See?
I won. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning.
Okay.
What did I get?
I hope it's a joke.
Oh, so do I. A mystery calculator. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? Because he pooed. Look, I've got a mystery calculator. I don't even know how that works.
Those jokes have got to be dark these days, haven't they?
I'm writing my own.
Shop in store or online this festive season. Woolworths with Woolworths, the fresh food.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for the joke.
Let me just smell a little bit more gunpowder.
Can we just say that is not the actual joke?
No, you know the joke.
What is the joke?
In case he got a hole in one.
Of course, thank you. It wasn't because he had an accident.
In case one of Tiger Woods' girlfriends arrived.
It's 21 to 8. Coming up, we're going to be putting our ideas. No, the ideas, darts.
We took your ideas yesterday. We put them onto darts. You're going to wear a coat. I'm going to throw a dart at you.
Is everyone on the same page?
One of them will become the tribal drum.
Jam Nation. Shout out to the SES guys and girls going around with the chainsaws and doing stuff.
What a mess, that storm yesterday. And in the midst of that, there were bushfires. Welcome to an Australian summer.
Did you see that big gum tree that came down?
Yeah, or the roots and all.
The roots and all. And then it was on a house. You know, gum trees, I don't know. Like, give me a home, not amongst the gum trees. Maybe put them out in their own little space.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Bit late for that.
Oh, okay, just be all worthy on me. I'm just saying that, you know, you don't want to put it next to a built-up structure.
It's too late for that.
Well, now, but in the future.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, Brendan. If you can take on the Gumtree people, you're a brave man. We'll have to rewrite all our country songs.
Yesterday was Ideas Day.
Every Wednesday we've been taking your ideas on what you would like to hear in our drive show. We're going to be on air from 3 to 6 p.m. starting in January next year. What ideas would you like? And then we've been road testing them. So far, most of them have got a big nah from my charming friend Jonesy.
You know, because the ideas just haven't been great.
They haven't lived up to your incredible standards.
I'm a pragmatist and I know what works and what doesn't, and I just feel that.
Okay, so you're the guy who liked motorcycle segment.
I like motorcycle segment. The name was not sexy enough. It was show us your sled.
We still got the same call.
I've
got a B-52 that came. That's what we would have got.
Anyway, yesterday these were the ideas.
Jonesy's big 12-inch. There is something about 12-inch records that just sound so fantastic.
Gotcha call. Try and suck them in.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
Weird and wacky laws from around the world. It's going to be called Apology Accepted. What they do is they ring in and you two apologise on their behalf.
So all of those ideas have been given numbers. Those numbers have been transcribed onto balloons. The balloons have been put onto a jacket.
I'm going to be blindfolded. I can't remember why.
I don't know why you're blindfolded.
I'm going to throw a dart at the balloons, and whichever one is popped first becomes our tribal drum.
Jam Nation. Next year we go to the fruited plains of Drive Time Radio. But what ideas will we be taking with us to Drive Time Radio?
Every Wednesday we've been asking you what your... we're also on Instagram Live, by the way, if you'd like to join us. We've been asking you what your ideas are. The ideas have been written down with a corresponding number. We don't know what number corresponds to what. They've been put onto balloons that Brendan Jones is now wearing, and he's now standing in front of me wearing a coat of balloons. I'm going to put a blindfold on, and I'm going to throw darts.
On our list, we have Jonesy's big 12-inch. This is 12-inch songs.
Yes. I don't know how that would work. We just play long songs?
Well, you could have the 12-inch version of Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Tales of the Mother-in-Law. Gotcha calls. Apology accepted. Where did you hear that from? You don't listen to a thing I say. And weird and wacky laws from around the world.
All right. And also,
not to mention that my idea of LSD, Love Song Desecrations.
LSD, let's do it.
And
especially while I'm throwing darts.
And just in fairness, your idea.
Lizard. Pun Hour's on there too.
Okay.
All right. Now, I've put my blindfold on. I can't remember why I'm blindfolded because this makes no difference because you've got a balloon with numbers.
Well, wouldn't it be best?
No, I just like the challenge of it. All right, now, Brendan.
Right.
Everyone out of the way, except for you, Brendan.
I'm right here.
Okay, hang on. Wait. All right, Jonesy, put your visor down.
Visor's down.
Okay, there
All
you
right.
go.
Am I in the vicinity if I start throwing here, Ryan?
Yep, you're good.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, okay.
That's had a soft landing. Where'd that go?
That was that's towards that camera you like smashing.
Okay, ready about here?
Here we go. Yep, go. Oh, that's kind of bounced off.
See?
Bounced off a bit.
Ready?
Go again. Hey, nice. That was clean.
Where did I hit him?
That was a good pop.
Was that a testicle?
No, that was number 4. Let me check what that is. Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law. What have you got? Okay, the business is open. Tales of the Mother-in-Law, give us a call. 135522.
You look like you should be up at Nimbin doing some sort of art exhibition.
Brendan, I'm going to throw another dart at you now. You ready?
You don't need to.
I don't need to, no.
Instagram is here. If you would like to play, why not call us? 1350. Oh.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Moving it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Bullseye, 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You could pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, you win $1,000.
You can go home with $1,000. How great is that? Or you can play for $2,000, but it is double or nothing by answering a bonus question.
Claire is in Lane Cove.
Hello, Claire.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. We've got 10 questions, 60 seconds. As Jonesy said, if you're not sure, say pass. We might have time to come back, okay?
Okay, ready.
Claire, here we go. Here comes.
Business like Claire.
Here, you focus because here it comes. Question number 1. H2O is the symbol for what?
Water.
Question 2. What mystical creature is Tinkerbell?
A fairy.
Question 3. What type of animal is a trevally?
Fish.
Question 4. What spice was Mel B in the Spice Girls?
Ooh, pass.
Question 5. 2020 is a form of which sport?
Repeat that.
2020 is a form of which sport?
Oh, cricket.
Question 6. Who was Australia's first Prime Minister?
Pass.
Question 7. Flinders Street Station is located in which Australian city?
Melbourne.
Question 8. The year 1989 belongs to which century?
Pass.
Question 9. In 10-pin bowling, 3 strikes in a row is called what?
3 strikes in a row. Pass.
Question 10. In Roman mythology, what creature is half goat, half human?
Damn.
That's a fawn. A fawn is a half goat, half human. Let's go back. I reckon you'd know them if you had a bit of time. Mel B, which Spice Girl was she?
She's Scary Spice.
She is scary. Australia's first Prime Minister?
Edmund Barton.
That's it, Edmund Barton. Now, this one would have tricked me up. 1989 belongs to which century?
20th?
It's the 20th
century.
And 10-pin bowling, 3 strikes in a row is called a... I wouldn't have...
I don't know. That's the one I didn't know.
Donald Trump just pardoned a bunch of them.
Criminals? Turkey. It's a turkey.
Turkey. No. Wouldn't have gotten that one.
Thank you for playing, Claire.
Thank you.
Well, have you all put your thinking kettles on and come up with your tales of the mother-in-law? Because that's what the tribal drum is beating for next.
Jam Nation.
Wednesday is Ideas Day. Thursday is Selection Day. How we get to this process is very simple, really. You ring up on Wednesday with your ideas as to what we're taking to the Fruited Plains of Drive Time Radio next year. Then those ideas are each given a number. Those numbers are put onto balloons. Those balloons are put onto a coat. The code is put onto me, then you throw darts at me, and then we select.
It's the simplest way we could think of doing this.
There's no other way, really.
And what did we select today?
Today it
Ready?
was...
Again. Hey, nice.
Was that a testicle?
No, that was number 4. Let me check what that is. Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law. What have you got? It was Paige who came up with this idea yesterday, Tales of the Mother-in-Law. She said when she was just in her 30s, her mother-in-law had airbrushed out her wrinkles, left her own in, airbrushed out hers, and she was only in her 30s.
Thanks to Paige.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
So that's what we're looking at.
That's what we've got today. Give us a call, 1355 22.
If you're our man of the match, how cool is this? $250 to spend at Appliances Online. Shop the Appliances Online Black Friday sale, by the way, with incredible offers across a huge range of big brands. Tales of the Mother-in-Law. Your calls are coming up next on Gold.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
So the ideas come to fruition.
Well, this is how it goes. We want you to be involved in what our drive show will be on air from 3 to 6 p.m. next year. What will we have in our show? For the last few weeks, we've been taking your ideas on Wednesdays, and we've been test running one of them on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Today, this one's been selected.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
The ideas have been hit and miss, like Amanda's dart throwing, but, you know, it's a way. It's a system.
It's a system, and it's the simplest thing we could think of.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law. Lee has joined us.
Hi, Lee. Tell us, is this your mum-in-law you're dobbing in?
Yes, my Italian mother-in-law. I would get messages from the in-laws saying that I was rude to their mother. I wouldn't talk to her. I would hang up on her. I was a first-time mother. She kept calling me and it would go to message bank and she was talking to the message.
Oh, and she thought that you were hanging up on her.
Yes, and the rest of the family were not happy with me.
No, don't mess with the Italian nonna.
She was just talking to the answering machine.
Yeah.
Correct, yes.
Did you have one of those answering machines that said, hello, it's Lee, and a pause?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, so probably. But I'm divorced from the family now.
Oh,
so
okay, so you can let fly.
You're free, Lee. You're free to fully ignore her.
Good on you, Lee.
Thank you.
Tracy's joined us.
Hello, Tracy. Tell us about your mother-in-law.
Morning, guys.
Hello.
It happened to a friend of mine. She got married. They went on their honeymoon. They came back. They opened the front door and they could hear a noise. They wondered what was going on. Her mother-in-law had moved into the house while they were on their honeymoon.
To what end? Why?
She didn't think my friend could look after her son the way that she could.
And she didn't move out when they came home?
Oh, no. She stayed for about 6 months.
Oh, what?
Is this friend you, Tracy?
Wow. That's outrageous.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you. We'll take more of your calls, 1355 22.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
On your Barbie chicken. On your what? On your mommy chicken.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
2026 new horizons on the shore for the Jonesy and Amanda Breakfast Radio Show. What are you rolling?
That's right. We're going to be doing a drive show next year. Which
Have I mixed the metaphors because I'm saying fruited plains and now I'm saying new horizons?
Actually, yes. Let's stick with fruited plains because
Right, yeah.
the music matches the rolling hills, the kindness, the softness of the... We're going to be on air from 3 to 6.
Yeah, and you get seasick as well.
That's right. Well, we're not going to be on the water, I'm hoping.
That'd be great.
No.
Oh, pirate radio.
You can't do drive on the water.
Anyways, Wednesday is Ideas Days. That's when we all get together because you have to listen to this. So we get together and we come up with our ideas. Wednesday we had...
Jonesy's big 12-inch. There is something about 12-inch records that just sound so fantastic.
I got your call. Try and suck them in.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
Weird and wacky laws from around the world.
It's going to be called Apology Accepted. What they do is they ring in and you to apologise on their behalf.
Wednesday's Ideas Day. Thursday's Dart Throwing Day.
This is where the dart hits a balloon, the balloon has a number, and that's the topic we enjoy for the day. Ready?
Go again.
Hey,
nice.
Was that a testicle?
No, that was number 4. Let me check what that is. Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law. What have you got?
Thanks to Paige.
Tales of the Mother-in-Law.
And now you,
And so
Marie.
that's what we've got. What would you tell us about your mother-in-law? Hello, Marie.
Hi, I had a beautiful mother-in-law. She was very generous and kind, but she also was a hairdresser and liked to cut my girl's hair without me knowing.
Oh.
Was she any good, though?
Well, she would cut fringes and I wouldn't want them or whatever, but one time she did cut the ponytail when the ponytail actually, you know, if you cut their hair with a ponytail in, when you take it out, it's all uneven.
Yeah.
And you didn't want your daughters to have their ponytails cut?
Well, I didn't mind if she cut their hair, just maybe not while it's in a ponytail.
Yeah. I hear this a lot. I hear this a lot, that mother-in-laws take it upon themselves to cut the kids' hair.
Yeah.
Ryan's hair's a disaster at the moment.
Have you got a mother-in-law that can get onto that hair?
No.
Take her all week. Thanks, Marie. Hayley has joined us.
Hello, Hayley. Tell us about the mother-in-law.
Yeah, so we used to have when you have a family barbecue, she would ask me what to bring. And I said, just bring whatever, a sweet. So she'd bring profiteroles. And then I'd go, these look very similar to Woolies ones. And she goes, no, I made them. And she would have a separate plate and the container and everything, and then we'd just pull them out. Like, she used to do it with other things as well from Woolies. I go, really? You so did not make that.
Why did she insist that you thought she did?
I don't know. I have no.
Because shoe pastry is very hard to make.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Yeah, Amanda, you in your life, you don't like shoe pastry, but it's hard to make.
I know why you're mentioning profiteroles.
I'm not saying anything.
Because Harley had a former partner who used to make profiteroles.
And one day, Harley and I were standing around the barbecue just having a gas bag, and we're talking about profiteroles. And you said, don't talk about profiteroles. Harley told me the story. And then when you wandered off, I said to Harley, do you miss it? And
every time we've been to a restaurant, you have always, just to razz me, ordered profiteroles. You don't even like them.
I love profiteroles.
No, you don't.
I had a Krakenbush at my wedding.
Yeah, but every restaurant. I've been to restaurants with you for a corporate lunch. No one else at the table orders a dessert, and you say, I'll have profiteroles. The length you go to for the razz.
That's quicker than the souffle. You've got to wait half an hour for that.
No, she couldn't make those.
I hope I haven't upset you.
Not in any way.
Michael has joined us.
Hello, Michael. Tell us about the mother-in-law.
Good morning, guys. I had a mother-in-law that told me that I would not be in the first 500 choices for her daughter.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
The first 500 choices.
That's a lot.
That is, whoa.
She had a big list before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we were married for 21 years, and she rolled that out as the marriage started to disintegrate.
Oh.
Yet she married me for 21 years.
Right.
Well, that's right.
So
the daughter knew that you were worth something.
So the marriage's falling apart, and your mother-in-law feels free to bring this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I was my own worst enemy too, because I'd go home sometimes from work and there'd be a broom out the front door and I'd say, is your mother in here?
I see. There was some baiting going
Never
on.
underestimate the power of a broom just hanging around. That's quality material there, Michael.
So there's a backstory.
Especially one of the old school brooms. You know the old school witchy broom? Anyway.
Where do you think you come on the list, Brendan? 501.
Michael, thank you.
Thank you,
for all your
Michael.
calls. I don't think it's a bad idea. Will it be coming to the fruited plates? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like
I think
it.
we've got the best we can get out of that.
Thank you anyway.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Our new book, Pump Up the Jam, is out now.
Yeah,
from Booktopia.
Booktopia.com.au. You can get that book. We are having a big launch event on Tuesday, the 9th of December at the rooftop at Jackson's on George. Furnace and the Fundamentals are going to be performing. It's going to be fabulous.
20 years of Jonesy and Amanda. And there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we've forgotten about. There's one thing that I would have liked to have forgotten about, but thanks to Tony Tenalia, we were standing around the water cooler there talking about the John Farnham anthology, and she said, you know what I really liked was Jonesy's Home Learning.
Yeah. This is where you took on school kids in a maths quiz, and you can imagine the beautiful results.
Yes.
What is 10% of $6.50?
It would be 10 cents.
10 cents? Today is Wednesday.
Yes.
What day was it 3 days ago?
Monday?
No. 12 minus 4 equals...
6.
What is 9 times 8?
48.
No. Lucas, what is 9 times 8?
72.
Correct.
That's a disgrace. Nowhere near it.
Listening to you do maths is like watching you dance.
But it sounds like it's happening to someone else.
I know. What a disgrace. Like it hadn't been you. That's what your teachers should be saying, and I'm sure they are.
Thank you,
But
Tony,
if you'd
for
like
that.
to join us, please go to the win page at gold1017.com.au. Tell us your favourite memory of the last 20 years, and we'd love to see you at our
It's going to be a great night. Also coming up, Gets My Ghoulies. Someone is going to win $20,000. So we've got another week to go. And then after that, our finalists. Is that right?
So it's today, tomorrow, next week, and the final week we count down our finalists.
Download the iHeartRadio app, go to Gold 1017, press the microphone, record your ghoulie.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
We are well and truly getting to the pointy end of the year. Gets My Ghoulies. In 2 weeks' time, someone's going to win $20,000 thanks to Marcel Stocks and Gravies for being our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies, and I'm sorry I'm going to upset a lot of people, some of them are friends, who say the word use instead of you. In other words, are yous coming? What are yous doing? And it just gets my ghoulies, I'm going to be honest. Use a sheep, that's what I was taught by my dad.
Well, use are sheep.
Use a sheep.
Not is sheep.
I think, what'd she say?
Use a sheep.
Use it. I'm not a sheep.
No, but you know what I'm saying? The irony. What else have we got?
Ghoulies for me is the one serviette policy. You get a nice big meal and one serviette to wipe your gob.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, you get a big feed of spaghetti.
Let's not talk about the loo paper. Years ago, I was travelling in Poland for Beyond 2000, and you I know it wouldn't be this now, but in the restaurant, you'd go to a table situated at the front of the restaurant and hand over cash for how many sheets of toilet paper you preemptively thought you wanted.
What would that cost you? How much?
You pay a certain number of zlotys.
Zloty.
A zloty.
A zloty?
A zloty.
I need some zlotys to wipe me slotty.
And what happens if you don't get enough?
What if you need more? What's a zloty worth?
I'd have paid anything.
Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, you can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It is 7 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins $250 to spend at Appliances Online. You can shop the Appliances Online Black Friday sale with incredible offers across a huge range of big brands.
I'm going to buy you a nice Christmas present.
Are
What do
you?
you want? What do you want this year?
You know,
Actually, what do you need?
Surprise me. That's what the beauty of gift giving is when you surprise
Well, then
me.
whenever I surprise you, you go, I don't like
Well,
that.
remember that time you bought me pretty much a toilet?
A chamber pot from an old sailing ship.
There's a lot of bad juju that's
There's no bad
in
juju.
there.
It was cleaned. I gave it a wipe.
With your zlotys?
But we were talking about the landline today. And David from DY had an interesting take on the landline.
I think having one's pretty cool, but I do have couple of questions. Will our landline be able to eavesdrop on us? But it might be a matter of we need them back. How else are we going to escape the Matrix?
True. Do we take the blue or the red pill? Actually, which was the good one and which was the bad one?
I don't know. You know
Because
how
I'd
they
always
say
fall asleep before I found
red wire, blue wire.
Mhm.
I've always paid no attention.
when you're detonating, trying to
Detonate explosives.
de-arm a bomb, not detonate. De-arm.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I got it. Even that bit I got wrong.
That'd be no good for you.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Well. Friday show tomorrow. Can you believe it?
5-year flashback.
Yes, I'm looking forward to things getting feisty around here. Higo has arrived. He's got 25K Christmas free. Maybe he can get you a gift for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Why don't you offload it to Higo?
Yeah, okay. I'll outsource it to Higo.
Please do.
We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation. Look forward to seeing you then, Munch.
We will see you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts. Jonesy and Amanda.
Damn Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.